when last we left off, you guys had arrived in Vidian City and befriended a young tabaxi woman named Trixie, who invited you to one of Giovani's fancy parties, believing that you guys were part of MTV's Cribs. Seems very friendly and liked the idea, and she was pretty quick to trust you guys, and so she invited you guys to come along. And with some good rolls, you guys managed to make your way into the party and start to get your bearings. You noticed a couple different people around, but before you really had much time to do much, you guys had heard a scream and someone had rushed out saying that there'd been a murder. Trixie requested, seemingly very concerned, that you guys help. You guys made your way back into the kitchen. As the party resumed, Giovani, the host, and the Minister of Culture, that's a thing that you guys would know, by the way. Compliance and Culture is his title. He very quickly kind of reassured all the patrons at the party that everything was okay, and everyone just kind of trusted him and went right back to dancing and playing music and drinking. And you guys went back into the kitchen, and as you walked into the kitchen, the scene before you was a dead cook who was cooking some soup, a woman who seemed to have been his sous chef holding a knife with blood splattered on her, but she was the one who said there'd been a murder. And across the room is the other cook who is cooking up some steaks, and that is Butterbeard. He's wearing a tiny little apron, and when he tries to flip the steaks, he's like flutters down with his little fairy wings and tries really, really, really hard, and his wings flutter really hard, and he flips it over finally, and he pants for a minute, and then he does the next one. And that is the scene that you guys left off at.
And I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder and wrench him around and go, Butterbeard, what are you doing?
Go ahead and roll a perception for me.
Not the Butterbeard you are looking for.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll twice. Sorry, it's that first one. So a 19.
Okay. That's pretty good. As you're looking at Butterbeard, you notice a couple of things. One is he just doesn't seem you don't see any recognition in his eyes. He just looks at you blankly and responds, "Excuse me, I must continue cooking these here steaks, young woman." And he turns back and you see that he just, no recognition. He was being extremely proper and polite. I think that's basically it.
Would Ez have heard
he turns back
the
to
response?
the thing.
Would Ez have heard the response?
This isn't a huge kitchen. It's just like a room. So you guys are all in this room.
So Ez hearing that response and feeling that it's a slightly off from our normal Butterbeard.
Slightly.
He's gonna walk over and he's going to he's not gonna touch Butterbeard, but he's gonna go on like the opposite side. Like I'm imagining there's like the griddle, and then like on the other side is like another workstation. Kind of like one of those kitchens where everything's in like the middle, and then you've got like everything.
You do the thing like in a cartoon
working.
where you peer up and you just squint at him really hard.
Yeah, right. And he's just gonna observe him for a moment, and keeping in mind that response sounds very, how do I say it? Like his brain isn't fully his own. So Ez kind of specializing in this kind of magic is going to really study for a second and see, is he his own or is he being manipulated by somebody else?
Okay. What are you wanting to roll for that? That seems like it would be an insight or maybe an arcana roll, depending on exactly what you're doing.
Probably Arcana, technically, I guess. We'll put Arcana. We'll do
You're trying to use your knowledge of Arcana to discern if there's some kind of magic at play. Okay.
Right. It's 19.
You can pretty quickly discern that he is not of his right mind, that there's something manipulating his mind. I would even say that as a bard of the College of Whispers, you can tell that there's some kind of a magic that has him under someone's thrall. And yeah, and I think as you're seeing him and you're recollecting what you've been seeing as you've been here, you're noticing that this seems to be true of all of the servants. That all of them
would he recognize it as
being
his
controlled
school of
somehow.
magic? Like, does he notice it's his school of magic or a different school of magic?
I think you would know
when
that
it
this
comes
is
to-
bardic, that this seems to be bardic, some kind of bardic magic.
Okay.
Maybe not necessarily exactly the College of Whispers, it would be hard to say, but you would
But some
recognize
sort
this
of.
as some kind of bardic. Yep.
Okay. So Ez is going to then nonchalantly, kind of again, scratching his chin, but pointing at Polaris. And instead of his normal, email etiquette, you're just gonna hear as someone's using my magic, and that's not good. Every one of the servants is under its control, its thrall.
Your magic?
Well, not literally mine, but the school of magic that I practice. This person is powerful enough to control many. We're gonna have to be very careful.
Can you
This
free
place
him?
is not what it seems. Ez is going to... I don't know if this is possible, so I'm going to ask, because again, up to the DM. Is Ez able to possibly interfere with the arcane connection and dispel it? I don't
You would have to
dispel
somehow
magic.
break
You
the
have-
connection with
I don't
whatever
have
is
dispel
controlling
magic.
him. You don't have to spell magic, but if you could discern what it is that's allowing this control to happen, you can maybe prevent, block that off somehow.
Oh, Ez is he's thinking he could go into his mind, but then if the person who is controlling him knows he went in his mind, he now knows Ez can do things. Ooh, tricky. Ez is gonna think on this for a second. If anyone else has anything to do, I'll have to think about this for a minute.
The rest of you guys, of course, you can investigate other parts of the room.
So
Um,
we came into the kitchen, but so in the kitchen right now is us, Butterbeard, Trixie, Giovani.
No.
Oh,
No. Everyone else was in this big ballroom, right? Giovani was over, and he was trying to. He had taken Trixie over, and they were kind of holding court, trying to reassure some other people, make sure no one else was questioning what's going on, just keeping the party going. The only people in the kitchen, I will say, by the way, I don't think I mentioned this. You guys would have noticed as you went into the kitchen, Giovanni did kind of over his shoulder give you guys a little bit of a side eye, just a wary eye, loosely paying attention to the fact that you guys are being a little bit nosy. But they're still out in the ballroom. In the kitchen is only you guys, the dead body, the lady, the sous chef that has blood on her clothes, and Butterbeard. And once in a while, someone will come in, grab a plate of food, and bring it out to go and put it out on the banquet tables. Other servants.
and not react to what's in here.
In the same way that Butterbeard isn't reacting, they're just going about their business.
Now, you
Stepping
mentioned
over
that
the
there's
body.
one servant who seems to be a little bit less enthralled, right?
The
The one
woman?
that came out with the
Screamed
Knife?
murder.
Yes. The one that's holding the knife is the one that seems to. She's the only person that's even recognizing that a murder happened.
Well, I want to go talk to her.
Okay. As you approach her, you can roll for either insight or investigation, depending on if you want to look at her and like her attributes, or if you want to try and like look at her face and see like what seems to be.
Ghana would approach with Doc.
Okay. So you guys can both roll for either investigation or insight, depending on like what you're trying to suss out. And you have to tell me which one you're doing. I'm digging this like noir style music. It's working.
But it's like medieval noir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my roll's not working again. Just a second.
For now.
What did you
While
get,
they're
Ghana?
rolling,
Got an 11 from Ghana.
Okay.
oh, never mind, you got it.
It's just, I don't see it if it's coming through.
16.
16.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
Nice.
I would say with a 16, I'm gonna just basically do that like you guys had advantage. You'll both see this. You walk up and you see she looks visibly distraught. She also looks a little bit like in turmoil, like mental turmoil. Like she's struggling to stay focused, and she's kind of confused. Like her mind is like kind of muddled, and she's in one moment focused on what's happening here, and then in the next moment kind of withdrawn and then back. And I'll say you also notice that there is what appears to be like some wax plugging her nose, and but it's kind of like messed up, like it's not plugging her nose very well. And yeah, you guys can approach and talk to her if you want to.
Yeah, let's do that. Doc walks up to her and says, "Is she still holding the knife?"
She is. She's just kind of holding it shakily, like looking for someone to like not sure what to do. You know, like shell shocked a little bit.
Let's put that down.
Doc walks up to her and says, "Let's set the knife there on the counter."
Yeah. Oh, she like looks at you, almost surprised that you're there. Like she didn't even notice you approaching. Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. And she sets it down and kind of steps away from it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just so. Oh my goodness.
Can you tell us what happened?
Look. It's my memory is so foggy. I remember we were cooking. Marco and I, we were cooking, and we were getting ready. We were going to leave tonight, and we had our nose plugs, and everything should have been fine. I don't think anyone is onto us, and then that weird guy came in, and he had done something to the soup. I don't think it was any. I don't know what, and then all of a sudden I blacked out. And when I came back to, Marco was dead, and I ran out and I told everyone that there'd been a murder, and that's all I can remember. There's a gap in my memory. I can't remember.
When you woke up, were you holding the knife?
I was, but I would never hurt Marco. I
believe
I love
you.
Marco.
I believe you. What?
I know how this look. I know how this must look. And she kind of seems withdrawn for a moment again. She kind of snaps back. She's like, sorry, something can't quite stay focused right now. It's like I can smell it a little bit again. Something's wrong with my nose plugs, I think.
What are these nose? Doc's a little bit flustered and says, "What? Someone put something into the soup?"
Oh, yeah. Again, my memory's all muddled. Someone came in. Gosh, in my memory, this isn't going to make any sense. It was a lizard. Some kind of a lizard came in and put something in the soup when we weren't looking. I just caught him out of the corner of my eye. And then he pretended like he didn't do anything and he left. I don't know. We didn't serve any of the soup yet, so I was going to try and investigate it.
Let's not serve the soup. Great plan. Tell me about these nose plugs. Where you keep referencing them? Were you trying not to smell things in here? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't, look, honestly, what do I have to lose? The love of my life is dead. I can't. The nose, the smell. You know the smoke that's all throughout here. This smell. This smell. I don't understand it. I don't know how magic works, but all I know is when we put in the nose plugs and we can't smell it,
Can Ghana
we seem
do
to
a
have our wits
perception
back
check?
about us.
With his
He
nose?
gets advantage when it's smell based.
Yeah. But you could, so you could do a perception check on the smell.
See if he smells.
What are you
anything
trying to
that
discern
isn't-
about the smell?
Well, I mean, we're in a party. Like, obviously, there's going to be certain smells,
Mhm.
right? Like, there's going to be like perfumes or whatever. But she mentioned something about smoke.
Mhm.
So he's going to try to smell and see. Does he smell anything that isn't like perfumes and food? Like, does he smell smoke? Like, does he smell anything off? Like,
I think
anything
even
that
without
doesn't-
rolling for it, you would smell. There's this same, almost intoxicating, that smell that's like it's this beautiful kind of smoky, cidery kind of smell. Vanilla. It's like burning vanilla kind of. It's like this very warm, homey smell that just makes you feel kind of at ease. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was it was again, that was the same smell that was kind of being pumped through the whole city, and you smell it here. It doesn't seem to be having any effect on your minds, but it seems like she's like, yeah, any of us servants, it seems like you see them, right? They just are doing stuff mindlessly, but when we got these nose plugs, we had our wits back about us. And Marco gave me these nose plugs, and we were gonna run away together.
Hey, Ez.
Cut to Ez. What were you doing with Butterbeard?
It's Esraldo the Third.
Yeah,
Fuck
Esmeraldo.
I flick him in the ear again.
Ez would before, right while they're doing that, before they call Ez over, Ez would do one more message into Polaris's mind. I might be able to bring him back, but whoever is doing this would know I did it. And it might not be worth the risk of me doing it, and then they know I'm here and what I can do.
He seems to be safe where he is for now. We'll leave him for now.
Ez just comes up, looks over Doc, and then yells the Esmeraldo the Third thing, and then you flick him, and then okay, we're back.
So you're saying that the smell is what's causing everyone to act odd?
She, as you come over, you're listening, and she says, "Look, I don't know how this stuff all works. When we can't smell it, it seems like we have our wits. We were able to get our wits back about us. I don't know why it affects some people and not others, but all the servants, yeah, it seems like as long as they can smell this smell that Giovani has all throughout the city, it seems to keep them under this thrall. Yeah, I don't.
When did you become
Is this
a
gonna-
What happened? What happened here?
No, go for it, Ghana.
Oh, he asked, when did you become a servant?
You see her like kind of a realization in her eyes. I don't know. I don't know how long I've been here.
Ez is gonna put his hands on the back of Doc and Ghana, like signaling in for a huddle. I'm
Subtle.
guessing Ez is extremely shorter than the two of you.
Yeah.
Is there smell magic, Ez?
Yes.
Oh, and then Ez is gonna whisper, so no one but them can hear. I was examining Butterbeard, and I already told Polaris this. The magic that's being used here is the same school as mine. but it's on a wide scale. So whoever's doing it is probably even more powerful than what I can do. So we have to be very careful. And I already told Polaris I could snap Butterbeard out of it. But if I do, then someone here who's doing that is going to know what I can do and that I'm here. And then we're going to become a target.
So, I think that we should go talk to Giovani.
Do you think it's him?
If not, he might know who.
As you guys are huddling, Trixie comes hurrying into the kitchen, and as she's kind of coming down the hallway, she says, "Oh my goodness, guys! I hope. Sorry, it took so long. It's just I couldn't break away from all that. I hope you guys are doing okay." And she walks in, and she sees Marco across the room, and just stops in her tracks, and yells in, just like sadness. What's the right way to say that? She's just
Grief?
immediately what?
Grief?
Yeah, grief. Just immediately struck and dramatically is like, "My Marco!" And she falls to her knees. She says, "What? Did you do this?" And she points to Audrey, and she's like getting very emotional and angry. And she's like, my Marco, we were supposed to leave tonight. What have you done?" And she's just completely lost in sadness and just looking at you guys. Just you have to do something. You have to help.
I'm going to go grab her by the shoulders and like pull her away for a second and be and look at Doc, who's clearly
about
like
to cast old person.
Try to console her a little bit.
Just grab her by the shoulders, be like, "Snap out of it!"
So I'm just kind of like that. Like, okay, I'm gonna hold you, but I'm like gonna do it in a way that makes you feel like you're being comforted, but really you're being restrained.
So,
Right.
just to back up, did she say? So we've got Audrey, which is Marco's lover, and then we've got
The sous chef.
Trixie that
Trixie.
said, "My Marco."
Yeah, she said the
Yeah.
exact same thing, correct?
She said, yeah. She was totally distraught
Wait, so the
seeing
two of them
Marco.
literally said the
and
same
she-
thing, like word for word?
No, not word for word, but she said, "Oh my goodness, my Marco! I can't believe he's dead. We were supposed to leave tonight. You killed him."
I'm
Is
a
she
passion.
wearing nose plugs?
She's not. None of the noble people were, but they didn't seem to be. They didn't have the same, like vacant expressions,
Gotcha,
and
gotcha.
it's only the servants that seem to be just kind of off.
Look at her.
But in
and say,
all fairness-
calm down. One, take a breath. What are you saying? Like, what was happening?
Look, that's my sweet Marco. He looks at you. He says, "Look, because we're such good friends, we've known each other so long. I'll tell you. I don't love it here. Everyone here pretends like everything is so perfect, everything is so great, but look around. It's weird. Giovani's kind of weird, and people all pretend like everything's perfect, and the servants are all kind of weird. Anyway, I've seen Marco booking away for years, and he is, as you can see, incredibly handsome and wonderful. And even though he was always under the thrall of Giovani, which no one ever wants to talk about, I knew he was a kind soul. You can just tell, sometimes you look in someone's eyes and you can just tell. And I fell in love with him, and I knew I had to do something. And Marco thinks I'm just this dumb little bimbo that he keeps on his arm, but I'm smart. I see things, and I know that it's that dang pipe of his and these smells that he wafts through the whole palace and the whole city. And so I was smart and I was sneaky, and I put nose plugs in his nose. He woke up, and all of a sudden, we were together, and we had a wonderful, and we hatched a plan. We were going to escape tonight. We're going to get out of the city. And of course, what happened? Someone got jealous. I don't know who this Audrey person. maybe she did, maybe Giovani made her do this. I don't know, but she killed him. Clearly, there's a knife right there. There's blood all over her clothes. She killed my sweet Marco, and she just immediately starts to fall back into just like totally frantic, just distraught about her sweet lover being dead.
Ez is gonna message into Doc's head. I have magics that can make someone kill someone, which means it's not necessarily the fact that she killed Marco. She could have been controlled to kill Marco.
Doc just like, yeah, I figured that out already.
Just out loud, as just
Tell
like,
me something I don't know.
Just not like through the message, just straight up, just verbally.
All this charisma and like gusto that you've had, like pomp that you put on, also
deflated.
You're just like 10% more deflated.
Sorry,
Yes,
Esmeralda.
26 down to a 22.
He's not Esmeralda the second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's Esmeralda the second.
Oh. Well, that was quite the reveal there. I think that our next best bet is to confront Giovani.
He did seem to try to not let anyone know about this, or at least act as if it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Trixie's like, what are you kidding? There's nothing bad ever happen. Nothing bad happens in Vidian City. That's what they always say. No one dies in Vidian City. It's,
Tell
you
that
know,
to Marco.
they would never acknowledge
What's your
anything bad
crime rate
either.
here? What's
Zero.
your crime
What
rate?
do you mean? There is no
What?
crime in Vidian City.
Oh,
Ez, Doc
safe
puts
to
his
me.
shoulder around Ez and says, Ez, I would like to tell you about something called sarcasm today. It's a special college the bards need to know about.
College of
that's a weird thing
sarcasm,
because
dude.
bards are usually as sarcastic as you get.
This is a
We're gonna invent a new bard
subclass.
subclass called the College of Sarcasm.
It's like, Ez, I thought you went to college for bard and you don't know what sarcasm is? What?
I am writing that down. I am going to make a homebrew subclass.
College
We'll
of
do this on a
sarcasm.
campfire
College
chat
of
one day.
Sarcasm.
College of sarcasm.
Yeah, this can be our next campfire chat.
Vicious
is homebrewing the
mockery
College of
times
Sarcasm.
100.
You know,
Yeah.
that is a good topic to talk about.
So, okay, you guys have a couple of things you could do. Of course, you can leave the kitchen and you can go and talk to Giovani. You can investigate Marco's body. You could investigate the soup that a weird lizard seems to have poisoned, at least according to her muddled memory. You could investigate her nose plugs a little bit more. And then there's just for what it's worth, there's a few other places Trixie would mention, or if you guys want to know, there's a few other places that you could also investigate. You could investigate the main hall. There's the other people, the other guests in attendance. When you walked in, you had noticed a couple of them seemed a little bit unique compared to everyone else. And yeah, I think that's all. Or you could do whatever else you want. But those are, if this was a game and you looked around and you wanted to see what objects were highlighted that you could press A on, those would be some of the things.
I want to go over and look at this suit.
I would like to look at the body.
Okay. As
And
Ghana,
then
what are you
Ez
guys doing?
would like to go back out into the crowd of people and try to pinpoint possible magic users that might have the ability to manipulate.
Okay. And Ghana, are you helping with the soup? Are you doing something else? I'm mostly asking because you've got that sniffer on you.
Yeah.
the
So
sniffer.
there's a few things that Ghana can do. The soup really isn't an issue. Like, the party has seen Ghana purify food before.
No, but,
true.
well, I'm just thinking you might want to know why someone would have
Right.
come in and tampered with it,
Right. So
or how they
but that-
tampered.
But I think at the moment, there's going to be two things. First, he's going to sit and meditate, and he's going to cast detect magic ritually.
Okay. How long does that take?
It would be 10 minutes. So, like, while everybody is like talking and doing things, he is casting detect magic.
Okay. While you're casting detect magic, we'll resolve these other things. So, Polaris, roll for investigation in the soup. Investigate the soup, please.
Don't
Oh, you
taste
doing
it.
super
Hey,
body.
that's a nat 20. It's still broken. I don't know why it's broken. It shouldn't be broken.
It does say 1d20.
Oh, there you go.
Wait.
Well, no,
Oh, that's
No,
right.
No,
I'm
1d20
sorry,
plus.
yeah,
It shows on my end 6 plus 5.
6 plus
Oh, it was. Oh, it looked like a 20 on mine.
Oh, 6 plus 5 is an
there's screen
11.
glitch.
Okay, yeah.
With an
Never
And
mind.
11?
I thought Polaris, you were investigating the body. I thought Polaris.
Yeah, I'm looking at the body.
Oh, who said they're going to look at the soup?
I'm looking at the soup.
Doc.
Doc's looking at the
Doc's
soup.
looking
Oh,
at the soup.
okay. So with an 11 looking at the body, you notice nose plugs that look good. Like they look like they don't look. You compare them to the ones that Audrey had. These ones look like they're a little bit more polished and probably more effective. You also notice that the stab wounds were from behind and look clean. Like there was no signs of struggle here. And I think those would be it. So he didn't seem to suspect whoever attacked him, and he did have the nose plugs in, like they said. Doc, go ahead and roll for investigation. What do you notice about the soup?
Okay, investigation. I got an 8.
With an 8, you look at the soup and you notice it smells pretty good. This smells like soup that you might want to eat if you had the chance. You're like maybe thinking mentally, this is soup that maybe I could make at my tavern when I get back home.
This does smell nice. Yeah.
But you can't quite make out what might have been, in what way it might have been tampered. What were you doing, Ez? Oh, and so as you walk out in the room, and
Well,
are you just generally
set the stage?
looking around? What's that?
So I'm setting the stage. Here.
Yeah.
Ez is going to like burst out of the kitchen. Like I'm imagining like those double door flappy things at like those kitchen.
This
It was
feels
like
like
Italian
someone that
restaurants.
like they have their kid and they forgot to pay attention to him for a minute. They're all like trying to do things, and all of a sudden they're like, "Wait a minute, where'd he go?"
Right. And he's gonna like burst out. And he's gonna like again wave like the noble wave. He's gonna like kind of like what is it where they
Toss
like
his tails.
put their arms down really fast and like the back of their cape like flutters
Mhm.
out. Ah, my Vidian nobles, humble citizens. Esmeraldo III has returned, and I am curious. I'm entertained by magic. Is there no entertainment here that consists of magic? What kind of party is this?
Hmm.
And with that, he's going to, as everyone's like looking towards him, I'm assuming he's gotten at least a little bit of attention out of it. The people who are within his vicinity that he's able to see, outside of possibly getting someone who is able to use magic as entertainment. Being a user, he would understand that people have spell focuses, people have books, people have like different ways of casting spells. He'd be trying to look and see if any particular individual has any of these specific items that would allow them to cast magic.
I see. Okay. So what are you thinking this is? Are you wanting to roll for insight as you look around and try to get insight on everyone? Is this another Arcana roll, specifically looking for magic objects? And is
I
this
would
investigation?
say insight because it's more based on the individuals, how they, one, might react, and two, not everything might be specifically like
Okay.
an article of clothing. It might be how they're even holding themselves or what have you.
Sure. Okay.
I would
roll for insight.
put you insight. That is man, rolls are not good today. That is an 11.
You got a little caught up in the performance of this, And you realize as you are kind of finishing the performance, you went out with a plan and you're like kind of finishing the speech and you're realizing that in giving the speech, you kind of forgot to look around as closely as you meant to. And so you look around, I'll say you do still notice a couple of things. You can't quite tell, but you can't tell as which ones are legit and which ones are kind of red herrings. So
Got it.
the things that you notice are there is the Dragonborn who is holding a bag of something, like a velvet bag of something, and he's kind of holding it tight and furtively, and kind of looking around. And you don't know if that's like an arcane focus or just a thing that he's holding. You notice the Tabaxi guy that you saw before. He's holding a piece of paper. And it looks, he's again holding it very tight, kind of concerned. He's looking around, seemingly looking for someone. Again, you can't tell if if it's just a piece of paper, just a note, or if it's something that's magic. And you notice Giovani holding his pipe, like a tobacco pipe. And you see him holding that and kind of twirling it in his hands. And every few minutes or every so often, taking a nice puff of this really nice looking wooden pipe.
Got it. And then as would, after doing that, just kind of do the same thing, flip the cape behind him. I'll be back when the entertainment has truly began, and he leaves and he heads back into the kitchen.
So you walk in with all this pomp. You're like, does anybody have magic for me? And a couple people turn around, and one of them, you see a guy, he's got a big black top hat on, and he's got like a long, like magician style coat and like white gloves. And you see him spin around and look very excited for a moment. And he takes his hat off. And before he has a chance to do anything, you say, well, I will come back when you guys have some magic for me. You walk back into the thing, and he literally looks up and he's pulling a rabbit out of the hat, and you walk into you walk back into the kitchen, not even noticing, and he's just so deflated. He's like, what? And he puts the rabbit back in, and you hear the rabbit kind of like squishing, and he just puts it back on his hat and just kind of mopes away.
That's why you stay in school, kids.
Yeah. What's this, so that you don't become a failed magician?
Failed magician.
So the magician is very sad. You walk back into the kitchen, and Ghana, you finish casting Detect Magic. What you notice is all of the air is just like wet with magic. It's just saturated everywhere. But you don't notice any specific magic items. What's that?
No, I was joking. I said, can I tie my nose in a knot?
Oh, yeah, no. So you notice that it's just saturating all of the air, but it's not. You don't notice any specific magic items. What you would notice is that there's something. Well, let me actually think about this. It's only magic items, right? That you would notice.
No, it's magic. So if
magic. Okay. Yeah.
You can see a faint aura around any visible creature, object, or area that bears magic.
And all of the servants you would notice have kind of an aura of magic around them as they're being affected by magic. Except for, you notice it's kind of flickering and inconsistent, that magic is the effect of it on Audrey is weakened or kind of flickering, and there's none of it on Marco.
Is there any of it on Trixie?
No.
Okay, so at that, Donna then walked back out into the ballroom.
Okay. So Ez just walked back into the kitchen. You're not walking back out into the ballroom. Doc and Polaris, what are you guys doing?
At this point, Doc's following Ghana. We've investigated the soup in the body.
You're leaving
Just
Butterbeard in there.
These are double doors.
Trixie's
That's
just
right.
kind of
Butterbeard and Trixie.
I love the vision of like there's these double doors as like goes through one side and all three of them literally come out the other side.
Yeah, have
Wait
you
a
seen
minute.
Emperor's New Groove when there's that scene where Kronk and what's his face and Cusco just keep going back and forth, missing each other? It's like that.
I think
Look
I'll
great.
take Trixie with me and put my arm around her and be like, hey, let's go have a walk around through everybody, take a breath. It'll help with the investigation, if there's anyone you think might be good for me to talk to. Let's get out of the space, and so she'll kind of lead her back out.
Okay.
Is there any garlic in the kitchen?
Is there any garlic in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some garlic.
So
There's over like the main preparation table. There's a bunch of produce kind of hanging overhead,
Are you
where you can see
concerned
that the
about
cooks would have been able to
vampires?
just grab it and bring it down.
no, I'm not concerned about vampires.
Not anymore
Doc?
because there's garlic in the house.
Garlic inside. So
Are you gonna
this
stick
is
some cloves of garlic in Butterbeard's nose?
exactly what I'm about to do. So Doc takes
Hey, if it works, it works.
a bulb of garlic and he, takes off all
I thought
the
you were
gonna
outer
say just the
hair,
whole bulb.
the paper, and he gets just the tiny little cloves, and he walks up to Butterbeard and shoves them in his nose.
Or Butterbeard.
Hopefully likes garlic.
Go ahead and give me either dexterity or sleight of hand to try to do this. But you can do it with advantage because he's not trying to stop you. He's just kind of mindlessly continuing to try and cook. It's just a
Okay,
little bit
right.
tricky because he's moving around as he's cooking. He's fluttering his wings really hard, trying to flip these steaks over.
All right, let's do it with advantage. I'll just do dexterity.
Even with advantage.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
The
an
rolls
11.
have been rough today.
11?
Rolls have been rough today.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you managed to get him in there, and it's not a perfect steal, but you get it in there, and you can see that at least for a moment, Butterbeard's senses kind of come back to him, and he looks at you, and you see a sense of recognition wash over his face. Says, "Hey, Doc, what are you doing? Where am I? I was just over with those pirates, and what is going on?" And he kind of seems like, "I'm very confused. What is this
my
weird
nose?"
smell?" But he's not resisting you anymore, and he seems to be kind of a little bit more coherent.
So I think that what Doc will do is get him caught up on the situation real quick while everyone else is out.
Okay, I'll say you do that. I'll say that because you're talking to him now, and he's not resisting you, you're able to help him get these pieces of garlic more
Okay.
firmly wedged in there. And so he's getting
Kids,
caught
do
up.
not shove garlic in your nose,
Do
please.
not do that.
No,
Do not.
No.
We're not condoning this.
unless you're a
At
pirate
least he
fairy
didn't
under the
take the
thrall
dead
of some
guys
kind of.
ones.
Yeah, unless you're a pirate fairy under the thrall of.
Okay, so Polaris and Ghana, you guys walk back out into the main ballroom, and so Ez, I guess, is in there with you, Doc, and you guys are both catching up. Butterbeard. We'll come back to you guys. Polaris, Ghana, what are you guys doing out in the main ballroom?
He's going out into the ballroom and he's seeing who out here has a magic aura around them, and if there's any magic items specifically on Giovani, aka the pipe.
Oh yeah, you would notice that has a strong magic aura around
Is
it,
it
and he's really the only
so-
person here that has him. And you see a little bit of a magic aura on the all black top hat of one of the other patrons.
So part of detect magic is I would know the school of magic. Is the school of magic that is just permeating the air the same school of magic from the pipe, like Trixie said?
Yes, yeah, it is bardic magic. You can recognize it as bardic magic. A little bit less common form of it. You're maybe a little surprised because it's been a long time since you've encountered a bard that uses smoke or anything other than music. But you recall that they don't have to use music, that bards can be creative and
The
so
College of sarcasm.
yeah. So you can tell there's some kind of bardic magic that's saturating all of this smoke. And you notice that these sensors around the room seem to have somehow been imbued with the same magic that's in this, like a weakened version of it, but somehow it's almost like he's bottled this magic and he's put it into these sensors around the room too to help it spread throughout the whole space.
How many sensors are there?
Oh, I don't know. Let's say a dozen, 6 on each side of the room.
And what form are they in? Are they like little, like crystal balls? Like
No, they're like torches, like incense.
Oh, like those incense burners that like churches use, where they're like that little like capped thing, and they like have little.
Yeah.
How big is the ballroom?
It's pretty big. Like a grand ballroom. There's probably 50 people, maybe 70 people in here.
That's good size.
Yeah, pretty big room. I'll give you a visual. Let me go back to if you want to see an owlbear. There's a visual of the ballroom. Gives you just kind of a rough sense of scale.
Can we drag a token on to see how big like a token is compared to?
Oh, sure. Here's you.
Oh, very big ballroom.
Yeah, it's a big ballroom.
Roughly 90 feet across.
Mm-hmm.
Polaris is with me, right?
Yeah, I think Polaris, you came out and you brought Trixie, trying to just help her get a little bit of air.
And you said that Giovani currently has like the full attention of everyone because he was trying to like.
Not everyone, but he's got a group of people around him. I am going to say now 2 different people have come out, made a bit of a scene. You guys went to the kitchen, which he was already a little bit wary of. One of you came out, made a scene, walked back in, didn't even watch the magic trick. You've just come out and you're just kind of standing there looking around. Giovani is getting a little bit, I'm going to say you guys are over, this is like the side door where that goes into the kitchen.
Oh.
You look around, you notice Giovani kind of out of the corner of his eye looking over and seeing you and kind of making very brief eye contact with you as he continues to kind of keep the attention of the people that are around him. But he notices you, noticing him, noticing you, noticing him.
Okay. Quiet enough that other people aren't going to hear, but loud enough that Polaris would hear over, like, the ballroom. The pipe. The pipe is not the only thing controlling people. The incense. As he wouldn't even point with his hands, he would point with his trunk. Like gesturing like up at the walls.
I'm gonna go ahead and launch into message to him. To Ghana for ease of communication, and I go, what are we supposed to do about it? How do we stop that many sources of the magic?
Well, I found the easiest way to put out something that is burning to be water. However, they are very spread out. It would take me some time.
Have no water.
Ghana would just like shift his hip. He always has like a canteen. Like we all have water skins.
Yeah.
As you guys are having this conversation, Polaris, you look over I'm going to do a quick recap. You guys have Polaris has let you know that she is in love with Marco. He's dead. She's distraught. They were supposed to leave tonight. Audrey is still in the kitchen. You guys kind of have just left her to be there. She, covered in blood, also was supposed to leave with Marco tonight, also in love with him, and doesn't know what happened or how he died or like her memory is fuzzy. You've just saved Butterbeard. What she does remember is that someone tampered with the soup that they were making, and that was weird. And you don't really know anything else about the soup yet. You look over, Polaris, as you guys are having this conversation, and you notice that young Tabaxi man approaching Trixie, and he says, Trixie, and she's like, look, I'm kind of busy right now, and he's like, I have this note. I just wanted to give you this note. You seem kind of distraught, and I thought maybe this would help, and maybe it would make you feel better. And she's like, Seymour, look, I cannot deal with you trying to just pour out your love on me. I understand that you're in love with me. Look, I get it. I am not. My heart is with somebody else, or at least it was. Look, I need you to just give me some space. And you see him just like, okay. And like this look of like anger and resentment and like, just frustration of a scorned lover. Just never. Maybe I bet if I was as cool as Giovani over there, you seem to like him well enough. You probably would like me more if I was like Giovani. I don't know. Yeah. Or that Marco. You always have your eyes on Marco. Maybe if I would look more like Marco, you want to be a servant, make soup all day. Whatever. Fine. Whatever. I'll leave you alone. And he starts walking away, frustrated, and kind of throws the note in the air, lets it fall on the ground, and just looks angry, and kind of his shoulders are all hunched and kind of stomping across the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up that note.
The note is just this beautiful poem, a little bit insane, like ramblings about how much he's just in love with her and how he watches her all the time as she walks around, and how he thinks Marco and Giovani are gross and dirty and stupid and dumb, and how he's so much better than them, and nobody understands him, but nobody understands her either, and except he does. He understands her, and it's this whole thing. It's a little bit, and it's all written in like cut out letters from MTV magazines, and yeah.
Good thing people don't fact check anything here. Good.
It's an lovely note. Just wonderful.
Trixie turns to you and she says, "Don't mind Seymour. He's, I don't think he would ever do anything. He's, as far as I mean, he seems harmless enough. He's always telling me about how much he loves me and, whatever. Don't mind him. Unless, do you think someone killed Marco? Was it him? Did he make Audrey do it? What? Should I go stop him? What do we do?"
Just grab him by the shoulder, her by the shoulders, like, hold the hairballs, the cat energy. Just 1 second. We don't know. Yes, this note is questionable at best, stalkery at worst, but we don't know. So let's not make a situation worse and make a scene until we have more evidence than the lover boy's creepy notes. I think I'll leave Trixie with Donna for a minute.
Donna's gonna ask Trixie. He goes, how soon before dinner is supposed to be served?
It's supposed to have been served already. We were all kind of wondering where this soup was. The way it normally goes is around this time, they say, they bring a big, beautiful bowl of soup out to Giovani, and he steps up on a table or something dramatic. You know how Giovani is. And he says, he does a big speech, and then he takes the first big sip of the soup, and then kind of cheers to everyone else, and then they bring out all the soup for everyone. And we were all kind of wondering where the soup was, when then we figured out it's because the cook had been killed. And look, sweet Marco. Anyway, it would have been served already. They would have brought the soup goblet to Giovani, just before the murder happened.
Then let's serve some dinner.
You want to serve the soup?
As Ghana's gonna walk back into the kitchen.
Okay. So you go back in, you see Doc, Ez, and Butterbeard, and Audrey is still there, of course. And you're going to tell them that you want to serve up the soup?
Ghana's going to walk up to the soup, and he is going to cast Purify Food and Drink.
Oh, okay. When you do that, do you know if it changes anything?
Well, yeah. The magic would get rid of any impurities, poisons, toxins.
But if you don't know if something is impure or poisoned, would you know? Because you don't know what was done to it.
So,
Well, no, but like, what he's
magic-
asking is the magic wouldn't tell you what poison it was if it was
No.
poisoned.
So if there was poison in it, I would not know what poison it was. But
Yeah, you might have just purified
I
soup that
know-
was already pure that someone just put Tabasco in.
correct.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to investigate
It's
it
just
first?
a safety. Well,
You don't have to. I'm just asking.
I-
Because once you purify it, you're
yeah.
you're eliminating the evidence of whatever
I mean,
tampering was
Doc,
done.
Doc was investigating it before Ghana. If there was something that shouldn't be gotten rid of, I'd hope Doc would have tried to stop Ghana.
Yeah, but he didn't roll very.
Yeah, I didn't roll very well. I just
You
think
rolled
it's
very
fine
low.
soup. Would the detect
Okay,
magic
so I guess-
show something on the soup?
If
Mhm.
it was magical,
I'll say, I mean, you have a strong enough nose and sense of smell. I think even your passive perception might help. I'm not forcing you to check it. I'm just saying once you purify it, whatever was done to it is lost. So if you want to check it before you purify it, you can.
I'd at least ask Doc, what did you find when looking at the soup?
I wish I would have found the recipe, he says, because it smells delicious. But you might give it a second sniff.
Unties the knot out of his nose.
Give me a roll for
Alright,
investigation with advantage, since it's your super sniffer.
Super sniffer.
8 with advantage.
Man.
Dude, our
That's
rolls
the
are
same
so
roll I
low
got.
today.
You smell it and you're like, it does smell like pretty good soup. As far as you know,
And
there's
our
nothing
rolls
wrong
are
with it.
struggling.
Purify food and drink.
Okay. So just as a precaution, you purify food and drink, and then you're going to
Yeah.
serve it up?
He's gonna turn to the group. He goes, Giovanni doesn't want anyone to know that there is something wrong. If he is the first to get the soup and the first to make a speech, he cannot eat soup if there's a pipe in his mouth. And he cannot eat soup if there's a pipe in his hand. Once we have the pipe, we will eliminate the incense. That should eliminate any control he has over the servants. I believe once the servants have all returned to their correct state of minds, we will be able to get much more information.
Butterbeard says, look, he's not going to take food from someone. The noble people here would never serve him food. He's going to expect a servant to do it. How about I'll bring him the food so he doesn't
usually
question
brings
anything.
him his food. He's asking Trixie.
one of the cooking staff.
And allow
And she's like,
them to
yeah, one of the
serve him
cooking staff
food.
would do it. What's that?
He said, then allow one of them to serve the food. Act as if nothing is wrong.
Well, I mean, Marco's dead. Audrey is pretty distraught. That just leaves me, says Butterbeard. I can do this. I can do this. And he goes over and he grabs one of the goblets
Hold
that
on.
they used.
Did Polaris go back in the room with Ghana? Is Polaris aware of any of this planning going on? Because I feel like she's the sticky fingers for this.
You're outside.
Ghana went back in. Whether Polaris stayed with him or that's up to her.
That's up to you.
She might have gone back in just because now Trixie wants to, like, accuse the dude of killing Marco?
He's just trying to keep an eye on her, make sure she doesn't
Well,
do
'cause
anything
she
out of
seems like
pocket.
she's gonna make it, yeah, because she does kind of seem like she's gonna do something out of pocket. I'll say
Okay.
she went back in the room.
Okay. So Butterbeard's offering to help, and he's trying to grab one of the big goblets that they used to bring the soup.
The incense are spread around the ball room.
Mm-hmm.
As he's going to just like unpop the water skin, he is going to shape water to pull the water out of the water skin. He goes, I can put out the incense causing the smell.
Mm.
Once those are out, the pipe is the only other source. But I'm going to need time to rotate around the room and put the incense out.
So you're saying
A pump and some circumstance is what you need, is what I'm hearing.
I need time to rotate around the room.
Polaris,
can only
I'm
control
just
the
turning
water.
my eye to Ez.
What?
Yeah, Butterbeard looks to you and he says,
I wonder, could you maybe help me make a little bit of a distraction as I bring Giovanni his food?
Oh, sure. Those.
Oh, wonderful.
and so
I would avoid talking.
Oh, is
Wait,
there something
why?
funny about my voice right now?
Oh, Butterbeard? Yeah, he sounds weird.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about me.
Oh.
Like, I need to talk.
Look, you try talking normally when you've got garlic stuffed in your nose.
he picks up a big goblet and he looks to one of you to help fill it with some soup.
I'm just a little concerned about this plan. What if all this stuff we've been smelling, what if it can suddenly change the nobles in the room as well? And
All
we're
the more
suddenly
reason.
surrounded by 50 people who are ready to kill us.
Oh, I think I actually see like 75 to 90 people.
All the
Even
more
worse.
reason to eliminate the source of the smell.
Okay. So Doc has in his hand several of these garlic pieces now, and he is just passing them out for them, for everybody who is in their group, because
So everyone in the room has some garlic nose
yeah,
plugs
everybody
now?
in the room, because Doc would be like,
An abundance of caution.
I just can see it happening all of a sudden.
As kind of looks at the garlic, but I need to be, my voice can't be messed up if I'm going to use my distractions. I need a clear
Can you
voice.
play
I
the
can't
flute
sound
with
like
your-
that guy. I can't sound like that guy, and he's going to point at
Like the
Butterbeard.
flute?
I would say of everyone here, you are probably the most well-versed in fighting off mind control.
Yeah.
I should be fine.
If
And
there's
Doc
anyone,
shoving the garlic
Yeah.
up his nose.
if there's anybody that can go without the nose plug, it would be you. As for me, he's going to pull out some peanuts, shove peanuts in his
That's a
trunk.
great idea. I was thinking about that too.
So if you accidentally breathe them into your lungs, does it still do healing or damage?
Yeah, right? Now is it like a vaporizer? Like a vapor rub?
It's Vic's
He's just passively gaining 1 HP per round because he's sniffing the peanuts.
So okay,
Also,
so
kids,
here's what
don't
happens.
shove peanuts in your nose. Disclaimer.
Or do whatever you want, man. We're not here to tell you to do. So who's gonna help fill the soup, Butterbeard's goblet with soup?
I think Doc will. He's
Chef.
good at serving soup.
You ladle some soup in. One of you should probably stay back. At least one of you should probably someone's going to keep Audrey and Trixie separated. So whether you bring them with you to keep an eye on them.
I would like to bring Trixie with me,
Okay.
and she can assist me while the distraction's going on. She's an additional distraction while I sticky finger that pipe.
Okay. And is
Donna
anyone
kinda has
keeping
to
an eye
be
on
there.
Audrey?
Could we just shove garlic up her nose?
She already has stuff
Sure.
up her nose. She's
Yeah.
just
She
sitting there
does.
with her body.
It
Well,
looked-
no, she got
it
only the
looked
one
messed
up
up.
her nose.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
working.
shove
So
the garlic.
like we fashioned
Yeah,
some
shove the
better
garlic.
up her
Okay.
Give her
nose.
2 bulbs.
For what
in
it's
case.
worth, as
Or
you
2.
do that,
Or
you
just- or
see
just
a level
nostril.
of increased clarity comes to her eyes. She says, "Oh my god! Finally, I can think." Someone looks at the wax earplugs that you pulled out, and she looks at them. She says, "Someone had tampered with these. This is not. We had made perfect earplugs. Somebody tampered with my with my nose plugs, and made it so that I couldn't think straight and was messing with my mind again. I don't know who it was, but I'm telling you right now, someone, and I will tell you this, there's not a lot of people that are wise to what Giovani's doing here. It's okay. This is not great. What and so as that's happening, are you going to kind of bring her with you, or are you just going to leave her in here to kind of be thinking and getting herself together?
He said there's not many people wise to what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So who are the ones wise to what he's doing?
No, there's just a few people in the noble court. You know, you can see it. They're not just happy and content to just go with it all the time. You'll notice if you look around, you'll notice there's once in a while
Like
you
the
see people
Dragonborn.
who. Yeah, that guy's a little bit. He seems a little bit
He's
keen
too
to what's going on.
different.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Here,
the
let me
one that
come
came in the
out there
kitchen.
with you guys, and if you guys are trying to solve this, I'm with you. I will not be pinned for the murder of my Marco.
You mentioned that a lizard person came into the kitchen and put something in the soup, but it is not that dragonborn.
See. You're right. There is, now that I'm thinking more clearly, yes, in my memory it was a lizard, but that can't be the case. It was a gilded lizard. You know, it may have been Goldenhorn, the dragonborn you mentioned. That's the only person. Maybe in my muddled memory, I can't be sure.
So wait, if he was poisoned the soup to kill, then
No, I don't know.
is
I
he
don't know
not
what he
an
did to
ally?
it. Goldenhorn? I don't know. I don't know what he did to the soup. He just did something.
How many dragonborns are here?
Oh, there's a handful. Most of them are innocuous enough. He's the only one that ever causes any trouble. Well, I mean, even he doesn't normally. He's usually fine enough. He's just a little bit smarter than the rest. I don't know. I've only had my wits about me for a few days. It's hard to know. You see, these parties are full of people. We should probably get the smoke out of there as quickly as possible. I think you're wise. We should probably go do that. So as you guys, Butterbeard with the plugs in his nose, you guys all walk back out, and a few moments later, Butterbeard, to kind of keep himself separate with Ez, comes out. He's holding the goblet of soup, like a big cup goblet, and You can see he's just fluttering as hard as he can, trying to carry it across the room like a helicopter carrying a large burden, and flies it across the large hall. And as you come out, and are you trying to like announce his arrival, or
So Ez
the soup
is
being
again
served,
gonna
or what are
like
you doing?
burst through the doors. Finally, on to dinner. It is about time we kept the party going. It is too stagnant, and he's going to cast Minor Illusion on one side of the room to make the sound of an applause, and then Minor Illusion on the other side of the room right after to do another applause, and then he's going to do a drum roll Minor Illusion, and he's just going to keep like switching back and forth between all of them as it's proceeding forward. And then as he gets to the center of the room to get all eyes on him, is there like, there's no like tables, no boxes, no like, there's like nothing in the center of the ballroom, right? It's just standing space.
Yeah, and the center of the room is just kind of a big open space where people are dancing.
Okay, so he'll go in the middle of the standing space once Butterbeard kind of gets to that point, and then he will then kind of like a big drum roll, and he's gonna like keep casting Minor Illusion around, so like the drum roll is moving around him. And
You're
it's
doing the
causing,
drum
like,
roll as Butterbeard gets to Giovani.
Well, but then once I get to the center of the room, because I want everyone to have their attention to the center of the room, he is going to then again cast Minor Illusion, but like incrementally. So it sounds like the drum roll is like running in a circle, like someone with drums is running around Ez, and then Ez is going to lift up his bird pipes. Since I cannot find entertainment, I will be the entertainment. You shall learn something from Esraldo III, the High Elf of Viridian Forest. And he takes the bird pipes, and then he starts playing, like, imagine like the rock ballad version of what a bird pipe could do. And then, but he's going to keep using Minor Illusion to add like extra percussion or extra sound effects as he's doing this.
Okay.
Hey, bird.
So you're doing this drum roll as Butterbeard is as quickly as he can, but with his little fat fairy body struggling, slowly flying across. You try to draw everyone's attention to you, and you start playing music. You get through like 2 or 3 songs. You're starting to run out of material. Finally, Butterbeard gets all the way across the ballroom and panting hands or places the goblet in Giovanni's hands. And Giovani is looking pretty confused. He's like, what the? First of all, why is this guy bringing me? Usually Marco, I guess Marco's dead. And who is this guy putting on this performance? This is weird. And not liking to not be the center of attention, Giovani steps up and you notice in a puff of smoke, he like takes the pipe out of his mouth, kind of swirls around and creates this big swirl of smoke around him, and suddenly he's gone. And you look up on a table, like the big banquet table, and he's standing on the banquet table, and he just like appears there like a magician. He's like, my guests, it's so good to have you all here once again. Tonight, as every night, it is my honor and my privilege to host you all. I hope you have been enjoying yourself. As always, I would like to kick off the party, the dinner, with a toast and a drink. To health, Talancha. And he takes the goblet. He's holding his pipe in one hand, his goblet in the other hand, and he shoots the whole goblet of soup, like someone shooting a cocktail, but it's like split pea soup. And he shoots the whole thing, and he lifts it into the air.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the table he's standing on?
Let me go to Owlbear. It's the I can give you a token for him. He is on this big table here at the end.
Okay. So immediately, as he has all of his attention on the people out here, Ghana is going to begin by casting Shape Water. And while he's giving his toast, attempt to snuff out at least the 2 incense that are right by him.
Okay.
I think Polaris is also trying to like kind of sneak behind tables to like get behind that banquet table, get behind him.
Okay. 2 things will happen, and then one more thing will happen, and then it will cut to black. First, what, Ghana, would you say you need to roll for the effectiveness of your ability to shape water? Would that be your spell casting modifier?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Come on, dice. 12.
Yeah, we're not rolling good today.
12.
I don't
okay.
think we've rolled higher than like a 15.
I feel like our average is barely double digits.
20, yeah.
I'm gonna say with
yeah,
the
but how many
12,
nat
you managed
ones?
to douse. You managed to douse 4 of the 12 sensors.
Hold on, because shape water is a 30-foot range. So
Well, but keep in mind, Ez
these
is
are the only
distracting.
You also
Like,
have
I'm
an
double,
assuming you're
advantage.
so you
walking
could
as you
move
do
around.
this.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
that's why I'm saying you managed to do 4 of the 12 as you're walking around. So the 4 in the back, I'm going to say that you managed to douse without people noticing. Polaris, roll for stealth.
That I can do.
I'm gonna change.
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, that's pretty good. So you manage to, as you walk around the back, you get beneath the table, directly under. It's got like a big tablecloth over it. You can't really see under, and you manage to scurry your way under, and you are directly beneath Giovani. The last thing that happens is he takes this big swig of soup, drinks the whole cup, and holds it up in the air like he's doing a toast, and everyone cheers. And then you hear from kind of the opposite end of the room, someone stands up and goes, "Aha!" And you turn, and those of you who can look, you see Goldenhorn, the gilded dragonborn, stand up, and he says, "Giovani, you have now drank your final soup. It is time that you face the Hyper. And
Oh no.
look, it is you have been ruling this city long enough, sir, and now you think you're untouchable. You think you are so great. Give it just a few moments and you will have breathed your last." And he points at him and he says, "I will be the new leader of Vidian City, and everyone will respect me and love me." And Giovani just kind of looks at him and looks kind of confused. And Goldenhorn says, "You just watch." And he counts down and goes, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then he just looks like, "What? Oh gosh.
At the 1, can I leap out from under the table and snatch the pipe while Giovanni's like completely confused at what the heck's going on?
Seeing everything going on,
He
Ez
would
would,
not
be
be
meticulously watching
Just pop out from
Polaris,
table,
ready
snatch
to
it.
cast a spell if this goes south for Polaris.
Okay, so Giovani is holding this pipe in one hand. You got his mug in the other hand, but he's very distracted. So you are going to try to take it out of his hand.
Yes, I am.
Okay, it's going to be a pretty high. It's going to be a sleight of hand. It's going to be pretty high. This is his most prized object.
Mm-hmm.
But he is distracted, so you can roll for sleight of hand to try and grab it.
I'm getting the exclamation point nat 1 ready.
And the way we've been
Go
rolling,
for it.
we're overdue for something good.
16.
So with a 16, he says, 1! And Giovani just looks at him kind of confused, clearly not, nothing happened. And there's everyone's kind of holding their breath. You pop out from behind the table and you jump and you manage to just your little sticky paws just glance across it when Giovani, charming and smooth as ever, like Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk, just slides slightly to the right, and you fly past him, just skimming it as you go by, and land on the ground in front of him. And he looks down at you, and he looks up at.
Ez, before he can do anything, is going to, you'll hear on his bird pipes, is going to hit a sharp note And he has to make a wisdom saving throw. Meet or beat a 16.
He beats it.
Dang.
What were you trying? Is this something he would know that you were trying to do?
Let's see if he can tell. Doesn't say he would know.
Okay, so,
Oh, we're not done yet.
yeah. What do you want to do?
The
Because as
second
this is
that-
resolving, it's going to
throw
be
his
rapid.
trident at his
Polaris
chest.
flies past, and as this thing goes, Doc just screams out, "Drop the pipe!" and casts command.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Can you actually make a wisdom saving throw for me, Doc?
Me make the wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. That's a
Hey,
19.
that's a lot better.
Ooh. Okay. This is command,
Command, yeah.
so he has to now pass a thing, right? How much?
He has to pass a 14.
Ooh, he's rolling pretty good. He passed it.
Yeah, he's a magic user.
Yeah.
Well, we tried. We tried.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the scene. This guy stands up. He makes this big speech about how he drank his last soup and breathed his last breath. Does this countdown, expecting something clearly to happen, seemingly that he would die. Giovani stands there, very much not dead.
Okay.
Drop the pipe, and he just looks at you like, no, I'm not going to drop my pipe. And as he looks around, he says, I think that'll be quite enough. And all of a sudden, you see 5 of the servants around the room kind of stop and come and gather around him. He says, I think it's time that we taught everyone a little reminder of what decorum is at a party. And with the 5 servants gathered around him, each of them take out some kind of makeshift weapon, either a knife or like a skewer or like a plate that they were holding, something they kind of pull it out to wield like a weapon. He just stands above them, looking at you guys kind of sinisterly, kind of laughing, completely unbothered by any of this, but just a little annoyed that you guys seemed to be taking some of the limelight from him for a moment. Glad now that everyone seems to be looking back at him. We'll see how this goes. And a long puff of smoke, and he just disappears. And these 5 servants are standing around and kind of poised to pointing at each of you guys. And with that, we will end our session for today.
Man!
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Man, if I just rolled better.
Hey guys, my name is Mark and I'm the lead pastor at Lux Digital Church. I hope you're enjoying the D&D campaign, the show today. I hope you're having a great time hanging out with the entire crew. And I also wanted to tell you that over in our Discord server, we have an ongoing Dungeons & Dragons West Marcher style campaign. That means you can jump in and play at any time that is convenient for you, as long as there's a game being offered with a variety of different dungeon masters and players. We have games that are posted every single month that you can join in with, starting at level 1 and going the whole way up through level 15 in D&D in the new 2024 5th edition rules. If you're interested in joining in and playing some D&D with us, all you have to do is join our Discord server at discord.gg/luxdigitalchurch, and then go ahead and grab the D&D rule, slide down inside of the channels to the Play D&D section. You can look there and find different videos on character creation, different elements of the world that we're playing in, and then you can submit your character and jump in and adventure off of the guild board soon. Once again, I hope you've been enjoying the show and the live stream, and we hope to see you over in the Lux Discord to play D&D with us very soon.